Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is VirtualNunchucks. I hope this video finds you well on this Wednesday. And I want to say thank you to everyone who participated and dropped in at the stream yesterday of Erica. And we went through Erica. It took us about 2 hours. I got one of the endings. Found out on the stream that somebody else had done something completely different, and that's okay because there's 6 endings. We'll figure it out eventually, and maybe we'll do another one. If you guys want to see another ending or want to try it again, let me know in the comment section below if you want to see more of that. If you didn't get to see it, that's okay because it's on the channel. Again, it's about 2 hours long, but we had a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we got to do it. This is our weekly news update, which we're going to get into. I usually do these on Tuesday, but because of my wife having to go to the hospital and all kind of crazy stuff that's happened in the last few days and over the weekend and all that kind of stuff, it's just been throwing my schedule into chaos, so we're going to do it today. Today what I'm going to talk to you guys about is all the information we have on backwards compatibility for the PS5. I've compiled this list based on an article that I found that I will go ahead and link to my Twitter account at VNunchucks. You can take a look there to read up on this. And I also am going to talk about a little bit about some changes to Call of Duty for those of you who are interested in Call of Duty and follow that. But mostly it's going to be about backwards compatibility for PS5 because that's what we got. Alright, so let's get into this. This article was presented by Push Square, and they follow a lot of PlayStation news and stuff like that. That's their whole business. So again, it's linked to my Twitter account. So here we go. Here's the first question that was asked. Can PlayStation 4 games play on PlayStation 5? The short answer to that is yes. However, they have tested, I think, the top 100 games so far on the PlayStation 5 and have found out that the top 100 work just fine. And they're hoping to test thousands more before launch. But the short answer is yes, you'll be able to play your PlayStation 4 games, whether it's PS Store, from PlayStation Store, or physical copies. So I'm going to knock out two questions at once. Physical copies, if you have the physical disc, will be able to play on PlayStation 5. You just insert the disc, play the game. PlayStation Store games, you can just download them to your PlayStation 5, play them straight out. So that's the short answer. Hopefully all games will be working. If not, I'm sure they'll do a list like Microsoft did for their backwards compatibility list last time around, and we'll find out more as we get closer to launch. But that is the thing. One other thing, real quick, since we're mentioning physical versus digital. Will PS4 games work on PS5? We've already answered that question. The next question they asked was, physical game disc play on PlayStation 5? I just answered that for you. The answer is yes, it will. You just insert the game and play the game as you would normally on your PlayStation 4. Just remember, of course, and I don't know why I'm going to have to say this, but some people have to be reminded. It happens. If you have a digital version of PS5, you will have no optical disc, so you cannot use physical discs. So when you make your purchase, make sure that you're aware that digital editions of the PS5 will not have an optical disc for you to read. You'll have to download all your games, purchase them from the PlayStation Store, or digitally from other outlets. Okay, that is your option. That's it. Okay, so keep that in mind. The next question that was asked there, will PlayStation 4 games purchased from the PlayStation Store work on the PS5? Short answer again is yes. If you have purchased your PlayStation 4 games from PS Store, as long as you're able to access the PlayStation Store and download your games to your hard drive, you should be able to do that. So if you have some favorite PS4 games that you want to come back and play, you should be able to do that, no problem. You just download them to your disc or to your hard drive on the PS5 and play them. Of course, assuming that every game is backwards compatible, which they're working on. The next question that was asked in the article, will the games play better on PS5? They have some kind of boost mode, according to this article, that they're going to introduce so that your games run smoother. So if you're playing a PlayStation 4 game, let's say, for example, and it's kind of You know, you want to see what it looks like next gen. They're going to try to boost it up to that particular resolution and stuff like that. However, they have mentioned that backwards compatibility and compatibility issues between the two systems may or may not be able to work with that. So some games may not have that option. Some games will. So keep that in mind. That's a big deal. Just be aware that some of them may work, some of them may not. Backwards compatibility question: will PSVR games work on PS5? The short answer again is yes, they will. If you have an older VR headset, they have stated several times that your older VR headsets will work perfectly fine on PS5. So if you have older PSVR games that you want to come back and play, which I want to get another processor so we can. Ours actually crashed on us. We need to get another processor because our processor went bad. So I would love to be able to plug my headset back in to any console, play my VR games again. So yes, you're going to be able to do that, no problem. That's the whole plan. Now, on the flip side of that, there is going to be a new version of the PSVR headset coming out with the PS5 at some point in the near future. So keep that in mind. But you can still use your current gen PSVR headset as well. Will PS5 play PS3, PS2, or PS1 games? I'm going to go out on a limb here and answer this question like myself. They already have PlayStation Now, which is a subscription service that you can play all the back catalog. You can stand hundreds of thousands of games from PS1, PS2, PS3, and current PS4. I don't think this is going to be a thing. However, I do know that it wouldn't be a big deal to stick an emulator chip in. Shh! I'm trying to do a video. Shush! It wouldn't be a big deal to stick an emulator chip in the PS5 to do that. But at this point in time, the only caveat that I saw in the article, and again, I'll post this on my Twitter account so you can take a look at it, but the only ones that I saw was that if you had a PS2 Classic or something like that, that you purchased on on the PlayStation Store, then of course you could do that and be able to play it. Because it said PlayStation Store games should work on PS5 because they are using an emulator that should be compatible with the next-gen console. So in other words, what they've done is basically used an emulator to kick it up to PlayStation 4 operating system so the same thing works. So if you've purchased something like, for example, I don't know, Star Wars Jedi Starfighter or whatever they call it, or like Bounty Hunter or something like that, or the pod racing games or something like that, then they already have an emulator for PlayStation 4, so you'll probably be able to do that way. But other than that, I would assume it's going to be a PlayStation Now kind of thing, because they haven't come out and totally confirmed that. One other thing before I end the video, like I said, we're going to talk about some Call of Duty stuff real quick. They added the 50v50 mode back into Warzone. They've also added the Rumble Battle Royale mode back in. A lot of fans were asking for both modes, so apparently they went back in and added those back. A lot of people complain about Call of Duty and the Modern Warfare's list rotating, the player list rotating, like the different modes that they offer or the different map rotations that they offer. A lot of people like Shipment 24/7. A lot of people like Shoot House 24/7 and Rust. And they keep rotating playlists out to keep the game fresh. I personally like that idea, but a lot of people are complaining, and so they complained enough, I guess, that they put the 50v50 mode back in and Battle Royale, the Rumble Battle Royale mode. Personally, I don't really care for either. Either way it goes, it doesn't really matter to me, but it's okay. I play it just for fun, and I've never won yet, but, you know, it's okay. If you guys are happy, then I'm happy. One other thing also, we are 2 days away from the launch of Ghost of Tsushima. Some of you guys are not Sucker Punch fans. That's okay. But 2 days from now, we'll have that game available to us. Please be aware that I have had to postpone my review because I have to purchase my games, and we had to go to the hospital and do a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't normally have to do. So I'm going to have to postpone my review, but it is still happening. I will still be getting the game. I just have to postpone it a week or two before I do. So please be aware that that is still coming. But if you guys are getting Sucker Punch's new game, Ghost of Tsushima, let me know in the comment section below if you're interested in that game. If you're hyped for that game, let me know in the comment section. I always want to talk to you guys about it. And don't forget, you can always leave me a comment, whether it's on YouTube here or on my Twitter account. I always try to respond to you guys. The only thing that I ask is that you be respectful and kind. I will be respectful and kind back. We can also disagree and still be respectful with one another. As long as you remember that, I'll respond. That's cool. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a great day. That's my news roundup for today. We'll see you in the next video, because every Monday through Friday I try to do something gaming related on this channel, and we always try to have a little bit of fun. Want to say thank you again to everybody for giving us the support. My wife going to the hospital this last week was traumatic. We almost had a funeral instead of just a simple hospital visit. And I appreciate you guys being patient with me as we try to roll out some content. I got a little bit behind in the content that I was going to put out. So just be patient with me. We'll get back in the groove here, and we'll get it going. But I hope you guys have a great Wednesday, and we will see you in the next video. Okay, guys? Oh, don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook.com/VirtualNunchucks, over on Twitter again, @VNunchucks, and again, it's V like Victor, Nunchucks, all one word, VNunchucks. And of course, Twitch.tv/VirtualNunchucks, as well as here on YouTube. I am mostly on my Twitter account and on YouTube here, so, but you can follow me all of those places because, hey, it's fun. Alright? We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one. Bye, guys.